Joining us right now on the Fan Hotline, gentleman who started his basketball career right here in Cleveland. John Hay High School. Should have been a Cleveland Cavalier. Was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm sorry, I'll never get over the fact that Keith Lee came to the Cavs for Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley joining us right now. Hello, Charles.
Hey, Charles.
Hey, how y'all going?
We are well. How are you? Yeah, good to have you with us. We were trying
to be in Cleveland, having a good time today.
Good. We were trying to get you yesterday. You were busy doing things. You're helping some folks in Cleveland. It's a terrific opportunity. Explain what you're doing.
So we down at Luther Metropolitan. It's a shelter, and giving guys a meal all their lifetime. And this is my fourth time coming down here doing this. This is my hometown. This is my staple. And I just, I'm so glad I'm be able to come back to do this and put a smile on people's face.
Yeah, Charles, how does that feel? Because I've driven by there, a bunch of times, and there's always folks in line. They're always, and right. You're doing a fantastic job by giving back to the community. I mean, we talk about athletes, former athletes, pro athletes, and they do this. You don't have to be doing this, but you are doing this today, and I can only imagine just the great energy and the feeling of hope that you're giving those folks down there.
Well, it's just not giving back. I think that when you're in the kitchen, head of the what's going on, the food going out, coming in, and that's what I do. I like to put my boots on the ground. We got here this morning at 4:30. I like to be in the kitchen. I don't just want to pass a meal, and I want to see how they feel. People talk to you, and they want to tell you something. Sometimes you got to listen to other people's stories. And I think that, I even do Skid Row in L.A., St. Vincent de Paul. At some of these shelters, people just drop off food and keep going. And I think that when I can stay 10, 12 hours and they like that, they feel, that give people hope, not just drop a meal off and leave. And somebody might have a question for you, but never have a chance to ask you. So when I'm here, they ask me a lot of questions and say, just come back again. I'll tell you, I will. They said, come back. I said, I will be back. Some people said they were coming back, never come back. So it's just, I believe in giving, and my whole family did, from my grandparents and my mom, sisters, and brothers. So that's what we do as a family. And
Charles, you're there until 1 o'clock today, the Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry in downtown Cleveland on Lakeside Avenue. And really good work, continuing a lot of the good things you've done. And you're there till 1 o'clock, right?
Yes, like I said, we got here at 4:30, we leave at 1.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. It's good. I think that when you sign up for something, just have to do it, and do it at a high level. Just don't do it just to pass the time. And that's what I do. I want to make sure when the people see me, they say, man, the food was good, this and that. So that's why I believe in what I do, and I'm glad I have a chance to come down here and do it, especially in my hometown. We do it at other places, but especially in Cleveland, they need that.
Charles Oakley joining us. And Charles, congrats on the good work. Now, before we get into anything else that matters, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get over the fact that the Cavaliers drafted you, hometown guy, and traded you away. Forget the fact you played till you were 40. You were a great player.
Yeah,
I'm not letting this one go. I haven't let this one go.
It still bums me out, but he's got to tell him he's got to let it go, man. Just tell him.
Yeah, well, Cleveland. I'm always going to fight for Cleveland. I know that management sometimes believe a certain way on doing things, and they let Ron Harper go and a few other guys too back in the days. But we still gonna support Cleveland, even though a lot of people are talking about the mistake on the lake. But I try to, if I hear them say that, I'm gonna say use a mistake wherever you from too. So it's all good.
Charles, how often do you get back home, and how much family you still have here?
I'm home a lot. My mom turned 90 in April.
Oh,
and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And we did, me and my sister and cousins, we did 150 people 2 days at my mother's house. We've been doing it for the last 10 years. I'm here. I've been here a lot. Every 3 weeks I've been here in Cleveland. So I'll be back next weekend. I was here about 2 weeks ago. So I try to be a lot because my mom's getting older, so I just want to be around her more.
That's awesome. I want to talk to you about a bunch of things going on in the NBA, but the one thing I want to start with is this. Why are there no longer a lot of guys, not that there were a lot like you, but guys who have kind of your skill sets and were embraced by organizations for the skills you brought to the game? I would think right now somebody would look at you, as great as you were on the basketball court, and think, yeah, but does he go out and shoot a lot of threes? And that makes me want to scream.
Well, I think you have to put, when we played back in this, 80s, 90s, them 20 good years of physical in basketball. And you have to look at baseball when they knew they was doing guys was on steroids, but they wanted the numbers to go up. So everything is about $1. The NBA found out that, rest in peace, David Stern his main goal was to go international. And you see what happened when he go international. Instead of getting the money from one country, getting it from 8. That's why these kids making $40, $50, $60 million. Maybe they deserve, maybe they not, but you got to pay them. You got to turn the initial. You got to make sure your batter's strong for the car to run, right? And that's what everything is about, $1. Even though NBA is, I said 70% of the guys are overpaid. And they got to keep doing that because they just signed a new bargain deal, 76 show. The low market said they don't. Remember Utah said they didn't have money to pay Carwell Stockton.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are they saying now? It's double the value now. It's double the price. So they paying them. So they always got the money. They just cry like they don't have the money. But I don't know. I think that in basketball now it's just a different cycle. You got to give these guys their space. One thing I don't like about it, these guys on podcasts while they playing. In season. Do it during the, in the summertime or some other time. It just take away from the game.
Hey, Charles, I've always wanted to ask you this. Just now I got your. How'd you end up? And how did you end up at Virginia Union from here?
So Virginia Union. So it's
all right.
So I went to. So when I was growing up in Cleveland, inner city of Cleveland, it wasn't the greatest time growing up. That's when it was really rough back in the 70s, 80s. So my thing is, I went to Ohio State. My sister went there. I went to visit. I went to Boulder Green, through other school. So my thing, when I was in high school, because I played football and basketball, my thing, I said, let me not drive this and back home on the weekend somewhere I had to think about it. So I went like 8 hours away to the other 2 hours away, and I just took my shot. I didn't know I was gonna be a pro or whatever. I just went there, work hard, and hey, they said you put hard work in and pay off, and it paid off for me.
Were there guys from that era, high school era? I'm just trying to think.
It's a lot. We had a big class: Brad Sellers, Clint Smith.
Do you still talk to those guys?
Yeah, matter of fact, Clint came by my mother's house 2 weeks ago. I talked to Brad. Cavaliers was it was a lot of talent growing up. Cavaliers was in front of us about 2 or 3 years, but it was a lot. We used to go out and try to see him play in the summer league, but Cleveland had a lot of talent. A lot of guys went different direction. But I was glad I went to Union because check this out. In 4 years, I only came home one time.
Really?
So,
wow.
One time.
Richmond's that good of a city?
No, it wasn't that. Cleveland was that bad.
Oh.
No, not bad. I'm talking about bad. The streets was bad.
Right.
The streets was bad. So if I didn't get out when I got out, I probably never made it out. I probably been doing like a lot of other my guys, some illegal, this and that. But I went down. I made something out of it, and just thank God that I had a chance to go there. My mother didn't have to pay; she couldn't afford it. So, like I said, I might have got called up because hey, probably had to get a job or something. But I'm glad I had a little talent because I played football too. So
that's scary.
Yeah.
Were you
a lot of stuff I'm talking about is in my book, The Last Enforcer. So if you check that book out, you'll see why. Not because of the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland was doing real well for older people who work in two family home, and it was a lot of stuff going on. So Cleveland just in the last 15 years it went more sideways because they not rebuilding. Kids going to college, they want to go somewhere fun when they come home for 3 or 4 years, then get a job. So demographics, it ain't good. But it's some people here doing real well in Cleveland. So it's either you're young or either older or you're young. So the middle class people, I think a lot of them move out.
Charles Oakley joining us. Charles, the former John Hay Hornet, and of course, longtime NBA career, played 19 years. Charles, in getting ready to talk with you, I double-checked a couple of things. This is really impressive. In your career, and mainly with the Knicks, but also with Chicago and with Toronto, you played for some unbelievable head coaches. Doug Collins, twice. Jeff Van Gundy, twice. Don Nelson, Pat Riley, Rick Pitino, Stu Jackson, Sean McLeod, Lenny Wilkins. Man, that's a who's who of really good coaches.
It's a who because a lot of them got wins. So think about the coach who got the win. Somebody got the loss. Some of the coaches wasn't great as they advertised to be, but sometimes wins overshadow stuff. But I'm gonna say that for my next book coming out. But some of the coaches, no, I ain't get along with them too much because I spoke my mind. So.
Well, that's not a surprise now. Let's be honest about that, right?
I always be honest. That's one thing I'm about, being honest.
Which coach did you like playing for the most?
Yeah.
Out of all of them, they all had their different ways. I think Jeff was a copycat of Pat Riley. I think Don Nelson was just a guy who, drank 6 beers before he come to practice. Don Chaney was just a laid back guy. I think Butch Carter was a good coach
in Toronto,
and real good. He got his own way though. He tried to be one of them coaches who I want to be the president and coach. Just this is your first time coaching, you do good. And the next year he go in and try to undercut the GM and da. But he X and O for everything about the game. He might be the best one.
Wow.
And Pat Riley probably next. And Jeff was like Pat Riley. But I think Butch was a better X. Out of all of them, he was the best X and O guy to me.
That's saying a lot because you played for some really good coaches. At least, as you said, from the win standpoint. That's really true. Pat Riley was good, but he was too controlling. He got the key to the house, so you had to wait for him to get home to get in the house. So he real controlling. But he had a way. I gave him respect because he had championship, and I was trying to get a championship. But as you go in life and you play with coaches, he was just in my book I talk about this. He had some weakness, but the weakness I think was I think the weakness hurt us. So when we always played Chicago, he was trying to be Phil instead of to beat the Bulls. That was I always said that because he and my thing, when you play in the Bulls in that era, you don't sub until they sub. And then I think Pat Riley got into it. He promised the guys and you promise somebody something and you playing against the Bulls, you automatically gonna lose because you gotta play the guys who's gonna keep the game closed, will know what to do with situations. So it was one of them things, but I guess some coaches didn't.
Oh man, oh, you're killing me.
Well, look at LeBron. How can you let LeBron get away from Miami? Come on. You gotta, look what happened with Butler. Look what, I guess he just, he felt the pressure. He brushed his hair back too long. He should have started coming forward. Maybe things would have came back.
Oh man, I was just trying to fuel my car with some of the stuff he was putting in his hair at one point.
He needs to start calling forward. Maybe he can remember you like, okay, this ain't the way to do that. But he did. That's what he did when he left New York. Everything he was supposed to do, he did in Miami. He said, "Well, maybe I should have did this, did that."
Good point.
He apologized to New York fans about maybe, it's too late now. Don't apologize 5 years later. We was in the finals the series before.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No. Yes and no.
Yeah.
I can believe it.
Oh, he did that. It could have cost. He probably did cost us the championship. This man got 20,000 points, and you took it. Grudge with him because he was like you said, no wives go nowhere until we win the second round. And he's a vet. Like, man, this is my wife. She, want me to tell her no? So he was like that though. He hold a grudge.
Why can't everyone be like you? Why can't everyone be honest like you? Serious.
No,
could you start some kind of media school where you're telling athletes that they should just be like you?
Just speak your mind.
Forget Mike, man. Be like Charles. Oh my God, this is awesome.
It's just he was. I don't know. One thing I can say, I ain't say good or bad, but when he first got to New York, he asked me, "Would you take less minutes?" Let me tell you the story. I said, "Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to win." He said, "My minutes went from 34 down to about 27. So the first year and a half, like I'm looking at, I'm keep up with what's going on. So I said, I had to talk with you. So I go back and I wait till the end of the season, and we made the playoff, we lost. I said, I've been looking at what you've been telling me, take less minutes. I'm saying as a production, I don't care about my production. I go by how on the flow play out. I said the team play better when I'm on the floor. He like to call plays. Some guys not energy guys, So I said I bring energy. I do hustle, do this. I said I think if you let me get back to my 34, 35 minutes, I think you will see a big difference with loose balls, rebound, and charges. So the next year, he put me back in the lineup. I played the whole season. We go to the NBA Finals.
Huh. The numbers back that up, by the way.
It seems too simple.
It's
too
like
simple.
They played. See, you know what it was? They had too many guys trying to score. No one trying to do the little things. He kept trying to push that. Play this guy, but he couldn't play with them because he feel like a lot of guys get caught in their own way. Some guys, I was average 25 on another team. Well, I tell guys, whenever you get traded to another team, unless you're LeBron, James, Curry, or MJ, your numbers gonna come down, and your ego got to come down because they traded you. Unless you're a number one, especially if they trade you for two players. So it's just some guys feel like once you spoil somebody and then they look for it. Hey, you can't promise nobody nothing in sports because you don't know how it's gonna play out. You can promise Michael Jordan, LeBron, or somebody, not a guy on the bench. You should be glad that you get 12 minutes off the bench.
Charles Oakley joining us. Charles, last thought. Your hometown team won 64 games in the regular season last year, not able to get it done in the playoffs. Do you like the way the Cavs look and their chances for this season?
I don't know. I mean, they blamed the coach the year before. I mean, I don't know because the piece. It's simple. What I'm saying is you got to know who can play together. Don't play somebody because you give them $40-50 million. That don't work all the time. That's what Dallas is just finding out. They wouldn't play the kid, so he want to be traded. He think he's the top 3 pass rusher in the league. They think he's the number 10. So when you pay a guy. And you might have a tough agent or whatever. You don't sign this guy, you can't get no more other guys. But my thing is the Cavs problem is they got to play tougher. They got don't die by the 3. Get more drives. The big got to just play tough. I mean, this Cleveland. I mean, always been said mistake on the lake. But my thing is, people, we got to show them that we're not a mistake. We got to show them we for real. We got to show them. We can't be losing to no Pacers team that don't even have a number 1 player. They got a guy with a jack up 3. You step back, he can step in your backyard if you're too close to his house. So they just got to be, stop and say, okay, next year. No, it don't come like you got to check your egos at the door. Somebody got to be a leader. They get a leader and stop just saying, we'll make it up next year. It don't come like that. They should have been in you win that many games. It's like a lost season. You got people hopes all high, spending their money, driving, parking, rush hours, this and that, trying to get to the game. And this is like a pride and joy for fans to have a conversation when they go on vacation. Well, we went to the finals, we lost, but we got there. Next year, every year, you get 3 years for this ride. They got maybe 1 more year. If they don't do nothing next year, they ain't going to never do nothing.
Charles, always great to catch up.
Somebody got to put some pressure on them. Don't let them walk around Cleveland like, because you win 6 something. No, you ain't did nothing. You won 6 something games, but you went home in second. That ain't nothing.
Keep it going.
That's a Clevelander talking right there.
That is, man.
That is. Hey, it's always great to catch up, Charles.
Thank you so much.
No doubt, guys.
Charles doing his thing, the Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry. They'll be there until 1 o'clock, and Charles doing some great things in the community. And your book, one more time, Charles.
The Last Enforcer, and you won't go wrong with it. If you don't like it, I'll buy it back.
And you'll be in town frequently so people can track you down.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, Charles.
Right, guys.
Take care.
Charles Oakley joining us on the Fan Hotline.